Hello, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. How we doing?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm good. I've had Labor Day carols just running through my head all day.
What do Labor Day carols sound like?
I don't know, but they taste like pumpkin spice.
Sure, sure. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm sure we have some pumpkin spice fans out there, so we won't
Sure,
we
yeah.
won't we
I
won't
don't want
knock
to.
the pumpkin spice,
We're
no.
we're not going to knock it, no. And I don't
Yeah.
know any Labor Day carols. There should be some.
There should be, yeah. I mean, I guess they're probably like union songs or something like
They
that, right?
probably are. You get
Yeah.
on it. You find out about that. Next year we'll
Oh,
be ready.
okay. Well, yeah, okay. Give me a year. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so
All
we're
right.
we're here on this holiday with only one episode to talk about.
That's right, and maybe this is best for us, one episode, it seems like we can probably remember some of it.
Get our little brains around it a little better,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, and we
Okay.
both just rewatched it,
I
this
did.
evening. Yeah,
Yes.
I did too, so I feel like I've retained some of it. Sure, sure.
Fresh. We feel
Fresh.
fresh.
Yeah, although I have to confess, Gia, I wanted to schedule this for later because I wanted to watch some tennis. And I did watch some
Okay.
tennis. Yeah.
Why is
Um,
that like a sin? Why are you like what's the
n
confessional quality here?
well, I thought, we could have done this earlier, but I needed to
Oh,
allow, like, at least an hour for some tennis, and,
okay.
glad I did. Venus Williams is playing women's doubles with Leylah Hernandez, and, they're in the quarterfinals. So, Venus is 45 years old, and,
Go Venus.
yeah, and they're a great pair, so it's been kind of inspirational
How
to
can she be
watch.
45? That makes us really old.
We are very, very old. Yeah, well, the woman she's playing with is half her age, and, we're, we're about almost 20 years older than Venus is, so
Yeah.
do the
Yeah.
math,
Well,
yeah.
you are.
I I let you
Mm,
have that. I figured
Thanks.
you
Thanks.
could
Yeah.
use a little boost, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's fun. I think,
Okay. Well, I
the
forgive you. That's all right that you're watching. I watched two Gilmore Girls in a row
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
I was at the end of the whole series, and so I'm still
Yeah,
kind of under the spell of that
okay.
finale.
How many episodes were there total, do you know? Or
Uh,
seasons anyway?
there were 7 seasons,
Okay, so that's quite a lot of episodes
and I want to
potentially.
say there was like 20 something. It was back in the day when they
Yeah,
did lots of episodes
like a
per season.
right, like a full season.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was pretty satisfying. I won't say anything in case you get a wild hair and decide to watch
Yeah,
it.
I keep toying with the idea, so I might, but
It
I take
has it
the
has a legion of fans out there.
Oh, I know, plenty of fans, and I know there were lots of noteworthy people on that show, so,
Yep,
probably
there
worth
were.
checking out,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Probably some
Anyway,
good music too, I'm guessing.
um, no, the music was all a little sweet, a little saccharine.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably like it.
Is it as good as the Felicity soundtrack?
Oh God, was that nothing but Coldplay? I don't even remember.
Oh, ouch. There she goes again, people. Coldplay is probably more popular than they've ever been right now.
Is that because of the whole the
That whatever
that
that
couple that
little
was stepping out
yeah,
that little that little
right.
incident? Yeah.
I don't think that hurt, but they've been touring, and you just see these posts on Instagram, like these stadiums of everybody singing along, and it's kind of amazing, you know?
Yeah, just a lot of
Yeah.
old people.
Well, that they can all stand up, yeah, for a whole
Yeah,
concert,
yeah,
that maybe
yeah.
they're not as old as you think, Gia.
Oh, maybe not. No, they were kind of a youngish group compared to people I was
Mm,
listening to, probably.
that's true, yeah,
I'm
that's true.
just bashing them just to get your goat. I don't really, I don't even know Coldplay music.
I know,
So.
I know. Oh, dear. Anywho,
Anyway, should we get to our one episode since we've refreshed our memories and everything?
Let's. And before we go any further, I think I would like to start with a young man that we often forget until the very end of our episode. So how about we start with Kai?
Oh, okay. Because Kai had a massive sort of light bulb moment. He had an epiphany. He had a change of heart. He
An
had
awakening.
an awakening. Yeah.
Yeah, he sure did. And I think maybe in a way, these sorts of awakenings are more powerful when you're more invested in somebody or something, right? Because all of a sudden,
To see his true colors. And it was interesting. I thought he was going to march in like I was supposed to think that Kai was going to march in and rip Drew a new one, or attempt to, in his little khaki college boy way. Um,
mhm,
but he played it cool, and like he's going to play Drew himself.
that's how it looks. And that could be delicious.
Well, or he could be our next. I mean, he's about the only one that didn't threaten Drew's life. Um,
True, true.
yeah.
Hmm.
Everybody else that interacted with him Friday said, I'll see you dead, or I'll kill you myself, or,
Yes.
words to
Mhm.
that effect.
Right.
Um, and I don't think Kai did. But yeah, that was nice. I still, as a basis for a romantic relationship between he and Trina, I don't know. Do you feel like that? Like, I feel like now Trina's like, okay, you're gonna help me bring him down. But
Yeah. Yeah.
do you think that should mean they get back together?
No, not necessarily. At least not in the immediate future. I think he's going to have to earn his stripes, and really, really, yeah, help get Drew right in the crosshairs, for Trina and everybody else who wants to see him come down.
We've got a lot of like hunting analogies and imagery going on here.
Yeah, well, I guess that's Maine talking.
Is that what it is? Are you wearing your
Yeah.
blaze orange right now?
Not yet. I guess it is about that time, isn't it?
Ah,
Oy,
I'd forgotten about that. I'd forgotten about the blaze orange time. Yeah.
I
When I
know.
first moved to Maine, when I'd go out jogging in the fall, I was like head to toe blaze orange, and my father-in-law was just laughing at me. You know,
Well, you are smart, I think, to be wearing your blaze orange.
I was like,
He probably thought people would shoot you anyway, or maybe
yeah,
be more
yeah.
likely to
Well,
shoot
he
you.
was also laughing at me just so that the fact that I was jogging, he thought that was kind of
Yes,
hysterical
yes,
as well.
yes. You're sort of asking to be
Voluntarily,
shot. Yeah.
yeah, I was
Mhm.
voluntarily like I wasn't running from something, just
Right, right.
just out there. Yeah, but anyway,
Hmm.
yeah, it does seem like Drew is headed for a fall for sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so yeah, that was pretty satisfying with Kai. I don't know if I like him any better.
I know. I'm not sure I do either because he was so determined to make everything black and white, and I'm wondering, like, so now he's starting to like be pulled into the gray area, but somewhere in his mind he must be thinking Stella did break the law. Like how does he reconcile all these things? That's the trouble with being so absolutely firm,
Right. And they've kind of been hazy about. Initially they were like, well, that is fraud. Alexis
Mhm.
was like, that is
Mhm.
fraud. But since then I feel like they've taken a few steps back from saying that out loud, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they got a lot of calls from
Oh, and
people.
they've got me one who's like, well, wait a minute, is that fraud? I don't know. I didn't Google it. I assume that's fraud, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, it's just such a small scale. I think that's
it's
why they're
yeah,
acting like it shouldn't be treated as a big deal. It's
yeah,
not it
right.
shouldn't be punishable by jail
It's a
time.
matter of degree that
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But
But
anyway, yeah, you're right. Like, how is Kai gonna square any of that stuff? Like, it's like, well, yeah, she
yeah.
did fudge those dates or whatever.
But I guess what helped is that just hearing how Drew was speaking to Curtis and talking
Right,
about Stella like she's not a real person who's done any good in her life, like just
right,
all
and
about like getting even.
and Kai did have that very close relationship with Stella when he was
Right,
recovering. So
right.
that
So
was good
yeah,
to remind me of that because I was kind of like, why would he care that much? But he did.
he
Like
did, yeah.
yeah,
To the point where
she,
we thought they might make a couple.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Oh god. But also I think just hearing how awful Drew is. And also like every time he talks to Curtis and acts like they're just playing the same game, it's like no you're not. You're really not. Curtis hasn't done as many unspeakable things. And you know like Drew's always rewriting history and making it seem like Curtis betrayed him in the
Yeah.
same
Like I
way.
offered you friendship and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, all that bullshit, yeah.
Yeah.
So that all gets so hard to listen to, you know?
And the main act that Curtis has committed is that jacket that he's constantly wearing now.
I know that's not a
That's the
good choice.
that's the
Yeah,
crime.
that is the
I wonder,
crime.
is it maybe like the other thing I've noticed about it because he's had it on for like I don't know 2 or 3 weeks. I feel like is it not only is it does a weird like a soft shouldery thing, but it's
Mhm.
got like oversized stitching around like the lapels and everything. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, and it also seems like it's a little too short in the back, I think.
I
Like
think because the shoulders are all hunched up because
yeah,
he's so
yeah.
muscle bound. I mean, um, Drew's jacket was like he was bulging right out of that too when he had it buttoned in the front, and it looked weird.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah,
think maybe they do that to be like, oh my god, I'm busting out of my jacket. I'm
right.
so ripped, But
Yeah, maybe that's why, but it seems like that's sort of a good argument for maybe not having them wear jackets all the time because they just are ill-fitting.
they're ill fitting, yeah. But I'm wondering if that one of Curtis's is in fact bespoke.
Bespoke. Hmm.
Yeah. And you and I are just not bougie enough to appreciate it.
Well, that's true. We're not bougie enough, and I also don't like the word bespoke, so
I like saying it bespoke because it's got spoke right in it, when you're saying it. So that's sort of weird.
I can't talk to you when you're like this.
You don't like saying it, or you don't like the meaning of it, or what is it you have against it?
It just seems like it's another one of those words that suddenly popped up everywhere, and it seems like it basically means like custom, right? I mean, what's wrong
Yeah,
with that word?
yeah. Um,
I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe it's not bougie enough. I like bougie
Maybe.
also.
Great. This is all good news.
Yeah, bespoke.
Bespoke. Mhm. Hmm.
Mid 18th century past participle of bespeak.
Oh
Wow.
boy. Oh boy.
Past participle. Like it's like ooh, there's some really vague bells ringing in the way way back recess of my brain.
Just made me check out.
Like what's a participle?
Oh god, do we have to?
It might be fun. Um,
It might be fun. Oh my god.
okay,
Oh.
so well, that's Kai. What else did you want to say about Kai?
Well, I guess another observation was that when Trina came barging into Drew's office, and Kai confessed to like just how wrong he'd been. She just she looked so smug and had such an "I told you so" kind of expression on her face. So that also made me think, she's thinking Kai's a real moron, for not having figured any of this out when it was all,
Yeah, yeah, she
you know.
wasn't the kind of gal that's gonna like hold back and not say I told you so. Like she's
Right.
definitely saying I told you so. In fact, I think she did say I told you so.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. So, yeah, it seems like they're not on equal footing right now. I don't think.
Yeah,
And
but I don't think she'll be I mean, she's gonna use him if she'll
oh,
weaponize him.
totally,
That's what well, let's
totally.
use every word that's too much in the
Yeah,
vernacular right now. She's gonna
yeah,
weaponize him.
yeah, that's true. And I think he'll be a willing participant because I think he feels that
Yeah,
well, he said also that he's gotta do whatever he can to make this right, you know? So,
but
this
he's
no
gonna think that's a way back into her
pants.
b yeah, bed, I was gonna say, which is a little more elegant, but
A little bit, yeah.
Not much, but
No, not much. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that is somewhere in his mind, just that he would like to be back together with her.
yeah. I have
But in
information about what a participle is, but I don't think it's interesting enough to really.
I'm sure it's not.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, we'll call you if we need that information.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to know what a participle is, ask Gia on our Facebook page.
Well, weren't you an English major also?
Yeah, but
You were like cool, like
yeah, like the cool English major. Sure. That's a thing. Oh god. Let's move on.
okay. So Kai,
Okay.
Trina. Okay, we want to
Yeah.
bounce and use Trina as a bridge and
Sure.
talk about the conversation that Trina and Portia had in Portia's office that probably reeked of doing it.
Oh, I probably did reek of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I was glad that Portia really came clean and wasn't sort of still holding back on the things she'd done.
Yes. Yeah. I guess that's true.
I did
I
not
didn't.
like sorry, go ahead.
I think you're going to say the same thing that I'm going to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
The way Portia started it by
Yes,
saying it was all about Trina.
that was kind of a classic soap opera thing. So you're like, "Oh my god," and then it's
It
like, "No,
was.
no," yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
they
know.
have to do that, I guess.
I
But
think
I
they
felt
do.
like that was unnecessary, and it's going to probably propel Trina to do things um, that she might not do otherwise. She's still going to take it on herself, like that. She's causing everything is still like her fault or something.
Right, she was
Um,
the sort of the catalyst for all of this, and she's
Catalyst,
probably
that's a good word. Yeah.
thank you, thank you. And she's probably gonna, go to maybe lengths she like you said, she might not have otherwise. Like, maybe she
Yeah.
would have let other people handle this, but now feels like, she's gotta participate in this
Yeah.
situation.
But yeah, I was glad that Portia was coming clean. Yeah,
Mhm.
Portia, like the honesty gates have been opened in Portia. It
Mhm.
seems like
Mhm.
like the conversation she and Curtis had, as bad and painful as it was like kind of like one of the first times they were both telling the truth
Right.
about how they were feeling.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
And I don't know the Isaiah thing. I don't know.
I felt like he was obviously sort of way more present and invested, and she was just kind of in this like haze where, like, sure, it felt good, but I don't know that she really is seeing him clearly.
Yeah, and he's seeming so doofy right now.
Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
way he's even opening and closing her office door is annoying to me. And that
Yeah,
look on his face that like, I don't know. I just wish they'd do something different with him. I don't know what,
yeah.
but
I know. I know.
I
Yeah,
guess
because
it could be interesting if he's pining away after her and she's just using him for a little afternoon boost.
right. Like a can of Ensure or something.
Some people have a little, a coffee or something,
Sure, she has
maybe.
an Isaiah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I was
not a
thinking,
bad not a
not
bad
no,
afternoon
definitely
boost. Yeah.
definitely not. I was thinking also, yeah, that if their feelings are lopsided and he cares about her, it's sort of in like a real way, and she sort of starts to blow him off, or at least distances herself from him while they're at the hospital, then it could turn into one of those sort of workplace like problems, where she's his superior, and I don't want
Right.
it
Oh,
to get
yeah,
messy
yeah.
like that, but it could.
Yeah, well, and if he turned evil or something, he could blackmail or,
Once again, yeah, she's making
yeah,
herself sort of vulnerable.
yeah, yeah. She doesn't make the best choices always, and I don't like the nail color. Just FYI, Speaking of bad choices, I was like, God, that's like it's sort of like a lavender. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is. It is.
I don't know. I thought it was a little bit jarring. I agree with you that I'm glad they've opened up sort of the palette of
Yeah,
colors you're allowed to
yeah.
use for
Uh-huh.
whatever,
Uh-huh.
whatever. But
Yeah.
I thought that was a little sickly sweet on there.
Maybe you're right. And also, I don't you think the length of the nails could be a problem when she's a doctor?
I would think so if you're having to put gloves off and on. I don't know if they allow for
Yeah.
that length of nail, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if have we ever noticed that sort of nail on any of our other medical dramas? I don't think so.
I don't know. Elizabeth, I've never noticed if she's got nails.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Um,
I don't think so. They would
I
be
don't know.
neatly trimmed, I think, if you were
Yeah, I
a
can't stand having nails. I mean, I don't go to the lengths that you go to get rid of them, but
Yeah, I can't stand nails either when I do have them a little bit,
yeah, I
which
just
is
for me they're
not
nothing but
often.
like dirt gatherers. I'm like I get rid of them as soon as they grow. I'm
Y
just like you're out
yeah,
of here. You're out of
mhm, yeah,
here. But anyway, I guess if it works for her, I don't know. But they were
mhm.
distracting. Maybe because you told me to notice them, and so I was like, then I
Maybe,
was just
yeah,
seeing her waving her hands
yeah,
around.
I was sure you would notice them, yeah, the way that they were sort of featured
Yeah, digging into Isaiah's back a little bit and what
a
have you.
little bit, yeah, yeah, so
So that was that. I don't know how I feel about that. Not excited or anything.
no, no, mm-mm.
It's gonna come back to bite him. I don't know. We're just gonna have the we all changed partners dance right now. Um,
Mhm, that's right.
and I didn't like. I know it's just plot, but Aunt Stella pushing Jordan to um, speak to
Talk to
Curtis.
Curtis.
You know, talk Curtis down from doing something stupid to Drew because it was
Mhm,
like you're the only one that can. You know, and it's like, well, we don't have any. You haven't laid the groundwork for saying that. Why are you saying that, Stella?
right, right, yeah, I know that seemed sort of unnecessary, really completely unnecessary.
Yeah, we didn't need to push Jordan and Curtis together again for us to see that
Mm-mm.
there's an issue there. But
Right, right, yeah.
I don't know. But somehow, if they'd made it so that Stella had a reason to say that, that made sense. But they didn't really.
No, no, they didn't. And I yeah, that all just felt like it could have been edited out and nobody would have missed anything. We didn't gain
No,
anything from that.
no, not
Um,
really.
not really, no. Um, let's see. We also had Carly talking to the boys, telling the boys
Cute, very cute. I
they could
enjoyed
come
that.
back next summer and even be lifeguards if they wanted to.
Yep. I just watched Caddyshack last night. It kind of reminded me of some
Yeah,
Caddyshack stuff.
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
You know, the cute young boy workers, and yeah,
yeah. And they are so they're good. They're like we've said before. They're really convincing, and even like after they left Carly's office and were down at the pier, and
yeah.
Danny's like trying to talk Rocco into going out on his dad's boat, and it's like, oh, come on,
Come
like
on, man. Yeah, yeah,
every impulse is sort of sort of fraught with danger or consequences,
yeah, yeah.
and then or let's go visit scouts. Like, oh, come
He's
on,
like Rocco's got to talk him out of everything, and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just felt like, oh my God, this is what it's like, for people who have boys, and I was so glad that the body surfaced that
To
stopped them.
stop them from doing
Yeah,
something stupid. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Poor Judge Odo.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Thanks, Judge, for saving Danny and
Actually, I don't know what
Rocco.
her real name is, but she's the one who's that actor is the daughter of the actor that played Odo on
Oh,
Deep
yeah,
Space
yeah. Okay.
Nine.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And now she's swimming with the fishes.
Swimming with the fishes, and who do we think is it Sidwell that would have an interest in,
I think it
or
must have been Sidwell because I think when she made that phone call and reported that the police were asking her questions, I think that was to Sidwell, right? To see if she was sort of protected, you know?
And apparently not.
Apparently not. No, that was a big mistake.
Big mistake,
Big
Judge
mistake
Lady.
to
Yeah.
reach out to someone who's paid you off, you know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a lesson for all of us, I think, there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't go down to the docks. That's the other lesson. That's just
That's the other lesson, true, yeah.
nothing good is happening down on the docks ever.
Not really, no, no. So yeah, so she's dead, and we'll see, I mean, that happened so fast. Uh, I don't know if there would be any way to make it look like Sunny was the one who had done it, but maybe they're just Sidwell's just thinking, this will launch some sort of an investigation, and then it will look like Sunny might have done it because he,
To cover up. Yeah, because they were.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we'll see, but it
But
probably
in
has
the
some,
meantime, what does that do for, like, so at the end of the very end of the
yeah,
episode, Chase
yeah,
shows up to tell Willow some kind of the good news, and
mhm, mhm,
um, I
yeah.
guess that just erases any chance of. But was that judge gonna rule in any way towards Willow? She wouldn't have, right? Because she was being
Well,
paid by.
Maybe she was probably thinking that she had done what she was paid to do, and that when the visitation thing came along, maybe at that point, like Sidwell theoretically would have played his hand before the visitation hearing, right? So that would be sort of
Yeah. So anyway,
taken
it
care of. Yeah.
Drew. I
Anyway,
mean, Chase's good news will be all for naught.
all for naught. And it wasn't, it was, I mean, I guess it was Chase like for him to speak up on Willow's behalf, but to talk to a judge seems like I don't know, he seems like the type of person who wouldn't do that sort of thing,
And
you
also,
know?
it seemed like, and maybe it's just because I think he's cute, but didn't it seem like he was kind of using his sex appeal a little bit and being
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little tiny bit flirty, kind of?
Yeah. When he said she was sort of the one who was the most, I don't know, had the most integrity of any of the judges or something like that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Flattering her a bit.
Integrity is code for something else, or
Yeah.
yeah. It's like an
Maybe.
egg, got like some sort of eggplant emoji right after that. And
Yep, that's right.
but yeah, it did to me. It seemed like because he's such a straight and narrow kind of guy, kind of cop,
Yeah,
that he wouldn't
yeah,
be doing that. But
right.
he has such a soft spot for Willow, and
He does, he really does, yep, and he doesn't know about the spinning of the babies, he doesn't know
no,
about her dark side, really.
no. But
Um
Elizabeth does now.
Oh god, that was a scene, wasn't it?
That was the highlight to me of the whole episode. I was
Yeah,
like, wow,
yeah,
that was a great scene.
yeah.
I thought they both like hit it out of the park.
I agree. I agree. Yes.
Um,
Yes. That was like white knuckle riding by Willow, the way she was sort of acting
It
like,
was amazing. It was
yeah.
amazing. I mean, is that magical thinking? What is pretzel logic other than an album by Steely Dan?
As far as I know, that's what it is. An album by
That's all
Steely
it
Dan.
is. Is there, because watching her kind of unravel her thinking
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
no, that means he can reach across an ocean,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
Yeah. That's
and
true.
and watching Elizabeth's horrified
Yeah.
face, as she's like
Yeah.
trying to explain, how
That's not a good
no,
thing. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a definition. What does the term pretzel logic mean?
That that does kind of sound a little bit like maybe what this is, but it's also delusional. It seems like it's not as
Oh
innocent,
yeah,
maybe.
inconsistent, illogical thinking that once scrutinized doesn't stand up.
Yeah, so
Uh,
that's it, like, sort of, very basically, but it's got a lot more sort of nuance and sort of darkness to it, I
oh
think.
yeah, and the sort of crazed look in her eye, that sort of
Yeah,
faraway look
yeah.
in her eye,
Yeah.
and the little smile
Mhm,
and it
mhm,
it's so scary. And watching I mean, kudos to Elizabeth. It's like banging her head against a wall each time. She's like,
mhm,
no, and that lovely moment when she's like, you're
and
enough.
yeah, I know.
Of course,
She's
she doesn't know about the baby spinning either. I know we keep having to repeat that, but like everybody that's trying to support Willow right now doesn't know about the baby spinning, and so that's what
That's
we're
right.
going on here. We're not defending the baby spinning.
Right, right, right. And I think Elizabeth, sort of like Nina, is aware that her relationship with Willow is sort of fragile. Like she knows if she
Yeah,
says one too many negative things that
she'll
Willow
just
might
cut her
just
off.
cut her.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yep.
she's trying to do this dance, but Willow, she can see like, and Willow, it's one of the scary things is that Willow thinks she knows exactly what she's doing, right? She thinks
Yes,
she's sort of a
yeah,
step ahead of Drew in a way, but
yeah,
she doesn't understand that Drew has no scruples, that Drew is all about Drew. And he doesn't, I don't even know if you could call it any of this love, right? If he's basically created this like shell of a person.
yeah. I don't know if we really know what his motivations are, other than like you said at one point to be like the hero again, to be the big man. I mean, he claims to be truly in love with her, but um, yeah. I mean, like, and what kind of a sick little relationship are they going to have when they get back together? And it's
Yeah.
like she's just wanting to use him now. Like she's like, now my eyes are open to what,
Mhm.
like what kind of a tool he is, like kind
And
of literally.
yeah, and how she can use this tool. But yeah, the fact that she doesn't seem to grasp that what he did when Michael was in Germany pretty much sort of canceled out any possibility she had of like a peaceful solution with Mike,
Right,
you know.
right.
And
Yeah,
she's decided that that's a good thing because she wouldn't have gotten enough, in that deal, and now she can get everything,
yeah, yeah. It was a painful scene, but it was a really powerful scene, I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, like you said, the dance Elizabeth was doing, and I mean, I just love Elizabeth.
Me
She's
too,
so
me
like
too. Yeah.
she because she's like speaking her opinion, but she is trying to do it delicately to not um she's still trying to support Willow without
Mhm,
breaking her down, but
mhm. Yeah.
increasingly she's seeing that she's like banging her head against a wall. And
Yeah, yeah, and also I think, well, she's trying not to be judgmental because she knows that she's made big mistakes herself. I think she's always got this level of humility, because
yeah,
she
yeah,
knows she's
yeah,
not perfect either, and that goes a long way, I think.
yeah, it gives her some street cred.
Some street
um
cred, yeah,
Street cred
yeah.
in a crazy decision making department. um
Right. But now also her eyes are wide open to just how bad Drew is. She was trying to give him maybe not the entire benefit of the doubt, but I don't think she understood just how awful he was.
Yeah, and now she's a witness to Carly threatening Drew at the very end
Yeah.
there, and I'm thinking like she might just jump in on that
Oh,
herself.
I don't think she's not gonna bust Carly, I don't think. I think they're gonna put their
Yeah.
heads together, and she'll tell her like what Drew has done to Willow, I'm thinking, right?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that might make sense. Right. I
But
did. I also liked that scene between Carly and Drew.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I like the way Carly stands up to him and is like never cowed by his threats, and
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
like you have
Yep,
messed with the wrong broad now.
yep,
Um,
yep, and she's got such good instincts, like, she can see that he's desperate, she can see that he doesn't have real evidence, against Sonny,
yeah,
like, sometimes it seems like when people sort of make these observations, they're kinda the writers are giving them the information, but we don't see that they would be capable of coming up with it, but with
yeah, yeah,
Carly, I feel like, yeah, she would sense that this is what
yeah.
Drew is all
She's
about.
very shrewd.
Yeah, Yeah.
I wish they'd refer back more to their own romantic relationship, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Because she's got to be incredulous that she was head over heels in
Mhm.
love with this guy.
Yeah, and yeah, and that would sort of help her maybe, not that she should necessarily be sympathetic with Willow, but she should sort of understand how you might be put under Drew's spell, you know?
Yeah, because she was like standing on the edge of a cliff with him, for God's sake, with the dress blowing out behind her and everything.
Yeah,
All of that, all of
all
that.
of that. I know. Crazy, crazy shit. Yeah.
But so that was a pretty good scene too, and I thought Carly
Mhm.
looked fantastic too. We haven't talked
Yeah.
fashion today, but
No, we haven't. Yeah, but we can. Yeah, I thought that was a good look for her.
that was a good like power outfit for her, the white and
Yes,
black, and
yes,
yeah.
it was. Yeah, yeah. As far as other outfits, I
Britt's
thought
Britt's had some nice cabana wear.
she has. Yeah, should we move over
Yeah.
to Croatia?
Yeah, let's go to Croatia. And what the hell's happening there?
Wow. Well, one of the things I was thinking that's a little bit of a shame is that a lot of the Brit we're getting is Brit with Pascal, and that's not really what we came for, you
I
know?
feel like the Pascal thing, like I feel like they maybe gave him a contract that was like a week too long,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but no wardrobe budget.
Yeah, no word. He's been
You
in the
can
pajamas the
you
whole
can work
time.
for
Yeah.
2 weeks, but you've only got 1 outfit.
Like, look, we blew a lot of money putting these prints on the
Yeah,
walls, and we've got all these cool dresses for Brit to
yeah,
wear.
yeah.
Um,
So,
yeah, I've really had it with him. I mean, you can only do so much with that captive thing.
yeah, he's
Um,
had, like, the same 5 lines, day after
yeah,
day, so
yeah.
that's tedious. Mhm.
So
Uh,
yeah, that is tedious. So she had too many margaritas because she's what, still in love with Jason and trying to erase the.
yeah, I think so, I think so, yeah, or at
But
least has
I like
feelings.
that scene. I love that scene though with the chips on the floor and
Yeah.
the kitchen. I like,
Been there, huh, Gia?
yeah, there wouldn't have been any chips left though
No,
in
no.
Gia's world.
Maybe a little vomit on the bedspread.
Oh God,
No, I'm just kidding.
no! Cherish the sphincter. You know,
It all comes back to the sphincter.
and
I
that might be my new T-shirt. The
cherish the sphincter.
cherish the sphincter. You know, because
Yeah, yeah.
you don't know how long you have with it. You know,
No, you don't.
at top running capabilities.
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah.
A high performance sphincter it's a good thing to have.
It's you wanna hang on to it as long as you can, and,
Yeah,
you don't have
yeah.
much say over it, really.
No, you really don't. You
Like,
don't.
you
So
can go to the gym and work out a lot of muscles, but are
but
there any sphincter lifts that we know of?
I don't think so. I don't think there are. Not yet. Not at Planet Fitness anyway.
Planet
Although
Fitness.
although anybody who has a membership, maybe ask. Maybe we don't know. We
Yeah.
haven't been to a gym in a long time. Maybe
I've
both
been
us
I've been in a
because both
Planet Fitness,
yeah.
but they didn't hook me. I didn't the hard sell was a little too much for me. It was like one of those things where they want all your bank information and they're going to
Yeah,
be taking
yeah.
stuff out of your account. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to be showing up all that much. Like
They're
it
like,
would,
well, that
yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
your
I'm like,
right.
yeah. I wanted to just like join for a month and see if I would stick with it, and it was like, no, it was like
Yeah, yeah.
you're in a
Mhm.
cult here. So,
Yeah.
so I was out of there. I'm a
That's
free spirit. I'm a walker.
yeah.
I lift my little paltry weights now and then, but
Yeah, can't be tied down to a gym
right.
membership, man.
Not
Most
not if they're taking my info and just,
yeah.
remember the Friends where they tried to get out of the
Yep,
gym
I
membership?
do,
I feel
I
like it
do.
would be like that.
Yeah, you'd have to close your account. Yeah, Charlie, my brother Charlie and I had to go through that once and basically
I
close
would
the
have
bank
liked to have been
account.
a fly on the wall for you and Charlie trying to get out of a gym membership.
I think we said we were moving out of state, and I had to, like, produce, like, a lease or something.
That's funny. Anyway, okay, back to Britt. So,
Mhm.
so she's pining away over Jason.
Mhm.
I feel like it was a bad move to leave the burner phone in the box there,
In the
but maybe
box.
she was going back to the burner phone when she left Joss.
Maybe that's
But
possible.
I love that she just turned around and shut the door and
Yeah.
left.
I know, that was
That
good.
was so Brit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were probably the last people she expected to see there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So
So
anyway, that was funny.
mhm,
But
mhm.
I was just thinking like what's her game here? She's somehow gonna like maybe she's got to keep her cover somehow and not just let
Right.
them out. They'll know,
No.
so she's
Right,
gonna have
right.
to
She's
come
gotta
up with
act
a
like she has no idea that they're being held there.
yeah, yeah. But
Mhm.
I love Joss's little face, and then when the door shut.
Like, "What the hell, man?" Like, "You only saved my life once?"
Yeah, so that was good. So
Mm.
I don't know. We'll see what develops there. But yeah, I've had enough Pascal, I think, for a lifetime at this point.
Yeah, and so maybe I guess probably she'll call Jason right on the phone, and he'll come rushing back to help her.
Maybe, or maybe that's too like maybe she won't want to pull Jason back into something. Maybe
Mm.
she's just like retreating to come up with a plan, like maybe get them under cover of darkness, or I don't know what time of day it is, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
she's just got to
yeah,
come up with a better plan than just releasing them. I don't know.
right. Into the woods.
Yeah, yeah, like catch and release. Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me, I started I didn't send it to you, but I started watching some Neil deGrasse Tyson thing talking about
Oh, mhm.
being a vegetarian. Did that come across your feed?
No, it hasn't yet. Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't know. I think he may have been arguing against it,
Huh. He seems like
but he
such
was
a nice man.
well. I didn't watch the whole thing because it was making me. I was like, I don't want to. I didn't know if I
Yeah,
wanted to hear. But he was
yeah.
talking about, are we just making? He was talking about releasing a mouse, um, out into the wild, like instead of killing mice in your basement, you release them into the and whether are we just doing that to make ourselves feel better and blah blah. What
Mhm.
are the consequences for the mice?
Mm.
Um, it made me
Mhm.
think of you and mice.
I like that somebody talking about mice makes you think of me. That makes sense.
Well, and the whole vegetarianism thing, I was like,
Yeah,
oh, she probably won't want to hear this. I'm not sure.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Well, yeah,
really
that
sure. But
sounds like I mean, that's like sort of one aspect of, I guess,
yeah,
animal.
oh yeah. I mean, there are all kinds of reasons, like why are people doing what the like. It can be purely your own health, can be the animal's health, whatever. There's all kinds of
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I could tell he was gonna be tying my brain in a knot if I kept
I
listening.
see. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
But
All right. Well, I'll
anyway,
keep an eye out for it.
um, anyway, I just was the thought of releasing Joss and Vaughn.
Yeah, like a
Got
couple
me
of
thinking
mice.
about it. Yeah, a couple of mice in their tennis whites. Um,
Yep,
so
yep.
anyway, the jig is up. I guess like they know
Yeah.
Brit's there. Brit knows they're there. Well,
Mhm.
something hilarity will
Will
ensue. I'm sure.
ensue, yeah, it'll be like a Jerry Lewis movie
Yeah.
now.
But it's like a breath of fresh air having Brit back on the screen. I didn't
It
know how much I
is.
missed her.
I know, and yeah, we just have to hope that however long she's on the show, that they really do, sort of give her something good to work with, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean the Jason thing, of course, interesting. I wish they hadn't, gotten rid of Brad because it would have been nice to have her back with Brad.
Yeah, and yeah, I know. I understand that there's a budget. I do. I know they don't have
Yeah,
like a blank check that they can just, write any amount in, but it just seems like there's so many good characters that disappear and
yeah, I
then
know.
they fill in the blanks with like contest winners, which,
With too many Pascals.
Too many
Which I might
Pascals.
like Pascal if they would flesh him out and give us a backstory, but he's just doing the same thing every time. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, we get it. You're holding Britt there. You guys have something on her, whatever. It's like move it along here. One,
Yeah, he's like Colette, she's like a one note
yeah,
kind of a character.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
how many of those do we need? I'm not sure. And
we
also,
need
it's
more notes.
we need more notes. We do need more notes. And then also, I was going to say that there's a lot of settings like restaurants and stuff where they have like, maybe a smattering of people. But once again, when you go to the hospital, there's like nobody there.
Nobody, right? Yeah,
And the name of the show is General
it's a
Hospital.
medical
It's a
drama for
medical
God's sake.
drama, you know? It just seems like a strange choice to me that they
Yeah,
have,
right,
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
is it is weird. I wish yeah, and I don't know if we would be complaining. We'd probably be just complaining about something else if they filled the hospital up. But wouldn't it be
Yeah.
cool? It would really change the vibe if the hospital waiting rooms are like buzzing all the time, like ER or something, and you
Yeah, and
know,
if
it,
and if most of the storylines sort of were, like, somehow related to the hospital, you know?
yeah, yeah, it would be kind of cool. But
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know, like, keeping all the action right there in Portia's office mostly.
Yeah, she's lucky, that she gets sort of a lot of action, different types of action, you know? I mean, that
Yeah,
actor sort of in a way is one of the
yeah,
ones.
she's been pretty prominently featured
Mhm.
for a
Yeah.
while here. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. So,
And, she's got a couple hot guys to interact with, so that's nice.
it's nice for her, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. A little love in
Yeah.
the afternoon.
Yeah, yeah, mhm. Let's see, anything else, Gia? We didn't have any,
Mm.
no Alexis Rick stuff,
No,
Friday.
he's
Um,
languishing there in the basement. We'll probably find out tomorrow what's going on
yeah,
there.
yeah, right, right. And will we get the aftermath, I guess, of the body in the water? Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll find out what's going on
Mhm.
there. I think you're probably right. He's probably just trying to embroil Sonny a little further into this mess.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
I don't know if that helps him with whatever Marco screwed up, helps Sidwell or
Yeah, and I'm just wondering now, like, is Marco gonna start putting all this together, all these things his father has done? I mean, do you think
and
he's sort
and
of
will that cause him to denounce him or not?
right, right, yeah, yeah. Do you think he knows just how bad his father is, or is he one of these people who just kind of allows himself to believe that,
Well,
he hasn't
it-
seen anything, so maybe he's
right.
not so bad, you know?
I imagine he's had to compartmentalize an awful lot. I
Mhm.
mean,
Mm.
he doesn't sound like he grew up with this father, right? So he may not
Right.
know the extent of his
Mhm.
evil ways.
Right, right,
But I
yeah.
think it's all going to come back to the relationship with Lucas and
Mhm. Yeah.
how much Lucas, can't he doesn't dabble in the dark side himself, so it's
No, and he's
going to be
pretty
a
much
problem.
yeah, Lucas has said he doesn't wanna have to accommodate Sonny in his life, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so he's not gonna really wanna tolerate Marco doing that with his father if they both figure out
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
he's done. So, yeah, that could be tricky.
It could lead to heartache, I'm sure.
It certainly could, yeah.
Nothing but a heartache.
Nothing. No,
Nothing but
no.
a fool's game.
That's true. Um, and I guess now that the judge is dead, Sonny can't really well, he wanted to question her, right? To have her tell him, who
Oh,
paid her.
yeah, get to the bottom of the payment thing and yeah.
Yeah, but now that he knows she's floating in the water, I think that
Yeah,
makes it a little easier to figure out probably who was
she's just getting to the
behind it.
bottom of the harbor. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. So, interesting stuff, I guess.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good episode Friday, I'd say.
Mhm.
All in
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah, and kudos, like you said, to Elizabeth and Willow for,
Yeah. Whoo, Willow had the crazy eyes. Whoo, baby.
those tiny women
I know they did. I thought at one point they were like sitting kind of facing each other in their little blue scrubs, and they were like,
Mhm.
yeah, they were both so tiny.
Yeah, but
Little,
fierce.
tiny
Fierce.
but fierce, yes.
Yeah,
Fierce little nurses, yeah.
they are. They
Good
are.
stuff, good stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we covered it all. We should go back to our Labor Day festivities. No?
Festivities, yeah. You can go back to looking up participles and stuff. Um,
Yeah, I skimmed the definition, but we were talking, and it looks like something I'm going to have to really apply my couple of remaining brain cells to
oh,
understand.
are you sure you wanna apply them to that and not something else?
I have a lot going on right now, and
You
the
do.
with my brain though I find things like with music, like
Mhm.
I'll absorb one tiny kernel of information, and then I'll try for the next kernel, and my brain's
Mm.
like, no.
No, no, you gotta let
But
something go if you wanna bring anything new in.
exactly, but sometimes like you come back to something a week later, and then it's, like your brain gets a little overwhelmed, and then it can
Mhm,
absorb it
mhm.
later. But right,
Yeah.
what have I lost in the meantime? Obviously, I don't remember what a participle is, so that's gone.
That's gone, you know, you
Yeah.
although I think you probably functioned pretty well without it. You
Am
couldn't
I? I mean, maybe
you think that's the missing piece?
that's why I am where I am today, or where I'm not,
Maybe,
the
maybe.
lack of a participle understanding.
Yeah, I guess that's possible.
Hmm.
Oh, before I forget, Gia,
Yeah.
not General Hospital related, but one of our favorite actors, who I think you probably saw, is going to Young and the Restless.
I did see Franco, Roger, how do
Franco, Roger
yeah,
Howard. Yeah,
Howard,
so
is that how you say it? Yeah.
I guess so. So we're gonna have to start watching that now too, aren't we?
I don't know. I hope he gets a good juicy role.
I hope so too. And I saw a commercial, and it looks like is the actress who played Kiki on Young and the Restless too, because that would be another good reason to watch Young and the Restless. She's probably been on
Well,
there for a long time. I just have lost track, but
I dabbled in The Young and the Restless, like, I don't know, 10
I
or
know.
15
I
years ago.
remember you did,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I got into it for a little while too. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
then when I tried to watch it again, I just like they'd lost me. They'd moved on to kind of a younger generation, and I was kind of,
uh-huh.
and it
Yeah.
was all business,
I know. I don't like all the business stuff. That doesn't make
business.
any sense to me that they would have so many
Yeah,
storylines that are so about
and they carve
business.
out their niche like you want them to do with the hospital, But
Yeah, I feel like a hospital is like something people can relate to a little bit more, and there can be built-in suspense if you have, like, a medical mystery or something,
sure,
you know?
sure, yeah. What
Business,
isn't?
I don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
business, and it's fun to say, just business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing to talk about on Labor Day. People doing that.
Okay,
Yes.
alright.
Enough
Sure.
of that. Okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
think so. I
All
think
right.
so.
Well, we hope everybody has a pleasant evening, and we'll
We do.
talk to you in a few days.
Yeah, we'll have a little more to talk about, more than one episode,
Yeah,
so that'll be good.
we'll take notes, or you will.
Yeah, well, somebody will have to, I think, yeah.
Yeah, you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, you have a lovely
Okay,
night. We'll
you
talk to you
too.
soon.
Alright,
Okay.
goodbye,
Bye, everybody.
everybody.